In what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? As you can see, we have studied a wide range of real media products. This was all through research to help us grasp the conventions of a real media product. All of the music videos that we have studied were in the same genre as ours, which was a female pop music. We wanted to study these to see what real media products were like and what we needed to consider. The music video we analysed were very useful, as all of them were to do with breakups, and they related a lot to our media product, so some of our ideas also developed through this process. We found a pop music magazine advert from Paloma Faith, which there was a lot to take in. However, we feel that we were trying to portray something completely different, therefore we should have tried to find another magazine advert. It was very hard to find a digipack cover, as none of us have ever seen one before or could find one. Therefore, we just used a CD cover to analyse.
As you can see on the left, we have the real media conventions of a music video, and there on the right we have how we've applied them to our music video. We really stuck to our comfort zone with the music video, and we didn't try to challenge any of the conventions. We stuck to the conventions as we didn't want to drive away from our target audience by creating something out of the box. We both feel that we have a narrative that everyone could follow and it wasn't complicated. However, we feel that a lot of the audience would feel they would be able to relate to it. From our audience feedback, we found that our audience agreed with us. We did have a variation of locations, for example, the train station, the house, the woods, and the streets, etc. However, throughout the production, when we were editing, we did feel that we might have needed some more footage, as we felt that we had to repeat a lot of our footage throughout the production. So we have had to take advantage of, when we should have taken advantage of other locations available to us, or use what we had more.
On our magazine advert, we wanted to meet all of the real media conventions. This was to help us market our product and to target our audience. We wanted to make the colour schemes cohesive for the magazine advert and the digipack so that the audience would be able to recognise the digipack. The photograph of Izzy is very clear. This may have helped us sell our products in real life, as the audience can recognise the artist rather than her name, and from this they would know that Izzy has a new product there. Ruby and I, as well as the audience, thought that it was very clear to see the name of the digipack as well as the artist itself, which helped the audience once again recognise the product. Our magazine advert we added where our product would have been available from. As you can see, it is not an usual convention that real media products stick to. However, we do know from our research that some products do contain this. As a real media product, that we thought it would be vital to Izzy's product, and this would help persuade them to buy the product and inform them where they can buy it from.
We did everything that the conventions were asked for of a digipack. The colour scheme was cohesive with the magazine advert and also helped connote the genre of the digipack. Obviously, we had the name of the artist on the digipack and the title of it on the front. This is so that people knew what they were buying. We had the barcode, track list, and also the record label on the back of the digipack, which was followed by the conventions. However, when we interviewed our target audience of their opinions on our product, when we're comparing it to media products, they said that the record label was not recognisable, and for this reason we should have made it more visible, as it would have been in a real media world.
We did a lot of research into pop music at the beginning of our coursework, as we wanted to know what was classed as pop music and where it came from. We found out that pop music has developed from the mid-1950s. This genre of music came about as a softer alternative to rock and roll. The market for this genre of music is often used, of which is through commercial recordings and usually being short and simple love songs. Pop music often defines the mood of young people, and the lyrics often relate to their feelings and thought of their world. This is why we chose Warwick Avenue for Izzy to sing, as our audience would be able to relate to it.
Laura Mowbray made political use of fraud and Lankan, and from these concepts she argues that the cinematic apparatus of classic Hollywood cinema inevitably put the audience in a male perspective and having the female as an object of desire and scheme. She suggested a very traditional view that females are to be looked at and are for the use of male entertainment.
Andrew Goodwin. His theory of a conflict being resolved from a literary or narrative idea and is relevant to both the images seen and sounds heard in the promotional video clips. We know that the song is coming to its conclusion because it develops convention by visually when the female lead walks away from the male, for example when Izzy walks down the drive. Also musically when at the final cadence, and it also challenges conventions by lyrically with the repeat of the words that are borrowed from the title. However, this song challenges this as the song is called Warwick Avenue, and in the last few lines the lyrics are Baby You've Heard Me.
We used visuals that amplify the lyrics because we did not want to contradict the lyrics, as we thought that this would make things hard for ourselves, and also it may have been hard to get the image across to the audience. For example, with the train and the lyrics, when it says, "But I did not want the train to come," we have an image of the train coming through the station, and then after it says, "Now it's departed," and we see an image of the train departing. Unfortunately, the clip has not worked. We use stereotypical representation so that our audience would find it easier to relate to the music video. For example, the stereotypical view of a male versus woman, based on the myth that female is automatically unhappy without the male. For example, you remember from this slide about pop music, it represents youth feelings, and we definitely portrayed this. However, you could say we could have shown more emotions. For example, could have shown more of the main character, Izzy, crying.
We use lots of close-ups in the music video, not only to meet the company's demand, but to advertise the artist. So in a real media situation, we could help promote her. They do this to keep the attention of the viewers, and if the music video is exciting, they will watch it, and with the digital technology out today, they may even buy it. We feel that we didn't really have much creativity, therefore in a real situation our product might not be as successful as others in the market. We feel that our video would have helped us sell the products that we also produce, for example our Digipack. We also felt that our video wouldn't have been successful if it was sold on iTunes as others. This is because we are not able to compete with larger record labels. However, this could be possible if we were able to getting backing from a successful existing one such as Wax On.
Theodore Adorno. We developed his convention of popular media and music products being characterised by standardisation and individualisation, as we feel that our interpretation related directly to the lyrics and representations being portrayed are the same. However, we do not feel that as it is the same as other pop music, such as Girls Aloud or The Saturdays, as they are more beat.
Andrew Goodwin argues the importance of repetition, as the repeat of a certain rhythm, riff, lyric or even a shot serves to make the song memorable, therefore possibly increasing single and album sales, when referring to the structure of music video in relation to the theories of Theodore and Adorno.
As we didn't know the ins and outs of Final Cut Pro, we decided to watch some tutorials. We found these really useful, and we learned lots of different editing techniques that we could use in real media products. We first got the idea from using split screen that we saw from a Next advert on TV, and we really liked the effects. Therefore, we went out and found out how to use this.
We found the tutorials on YouTube. YouTube has lots of tutorials on the website which helped us with other editing techniques as well. We wanted to learn from tutorials because it would help make our music video look professional, and it would help comply with the codes and conventions of a music video.
How effective is the combination of your main product and your ancillary products? We felt that